Alright, everyone. I haven't made a video in forever, but with the release of the next season coming to Destiny 2 soon, and with Witch Queen leaks coming out, I just wanted to make a video on these leaks and talk about them. Obviously, you got to take them with a grain of salt because everything here could be just possibly fake, but since more and more things seem to become more on the real side, I do want to just check out the leaks and see what they're all about. I'm not gonna believe a single one of these things of really being real, but I am interested to see what could be possible for Destiny, and it's not guaranteed all of these things would be shown at the reveal on the 24th. I mean, it does seem a little early at this point for them to present so much things about the DLC this early. I mean, if it is going to be coming out somewhere February or March, I don't know. I'd be super surprised if you get like a trailer or something. But I mean, let's see what happens. I mean, this is kind of like a bingo card for what they will announce. So I mean, I'll put the link in the description for this. But if you want to use it as a like a bingo card or something for when it's the 24th and just want to see how much things become real, I mean, check it out. Let's see how credible this source really is. So getting into it, we looks like starting from season 15, and I will make sure do not watch this if you don't want spoilers, because if any of this is real, you just spoiled all the way to Witch Queen and beyond for yourself. And yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't personally remember that far into the future. I have terrible memory, but I'm just saying you want to beware. So as stated, season 15 will start on the 24th. It has the Season of the Lost, new match-made activity, the Shattered Realm, similar to Hack the Network. So it looks like we're going to be getting a similar activity, 6-man maybe activity. Personally, I was not hoping for something similar to Hack the Network, but I mean, it's something to play again. I don't know. I'd hope that's not true and it's more on terms to Menagerie, but we'll see. Again, this is not all legit. We don't know. Season 15 story, Mara comes back, as we know from the pictures. The Dreaming City gets its conclusion. The main enemies that we will be seeing there is taken and scorned as per usual, as they've always been there. Savathun will be killed by the end of the season. Big spoiler if that is true. We'll see. She won't be revealed straight away into the story, it's mentioned. So it'll be probably towards later to the end of this season. We find out Osiris was replaced by Savathun. And she is behind most of the events of this year. I mean, that's always been speculated throughout this year, even besides the leaks. Osiris will have an ongoing story building up to the background throughout this year. Like Crow's interacting with Mara. Savathun is exposed. Okay. Savathun will give the real Osiris back if we rid her of her worm. When we do that, the Traveler gives her light and the Hive's ghost. Wait, did I read that right? Her the light and the Hive have ghost. Okay. That would be quite interesting. It's kind of more in terms with Gaul, right? And it gets light, so we're gonna fight more light enemies. I mean, this all just seems like too good to be true. That's still season 15. Bungie. Okay, so here's one of the things that has been announced. So they want to put Trials of the Nine weapons into Prophecy with random rolls. That has actually happened, and it has been announced the latest weapon this week at Bungie. So Warmind Cells nerfs is on here. Crossplay is on here. Strikes getting rep with their new system that's Falling Crucible and stuff is on here. Infinity going quicker is on here too. That's been announced. So 2 new exotics. We have the heavy stasis trace rifle that consumes super unuse. That's kind of interesting. I wonder how overpowered that would be, considering it has a big drawback of getting rid of your super. I feel like the weapon should feel powerful. let's see what else we have here. Okay, so yeah, the other one is an energy linear fusion rifle with the bounty hunter gimmick. First perk is a negative, and then the second perk provides a bonus on killing your bounty. I don't know how that exactly is going to work out. That sounds really interesting. Traveler Chosen's getting a catalyst, osmosis in full auto. Exotic armor will be changing, but we'll still have similar concepts. Like nothing manacles, radiant dance machines, and no backup plans. Season 15 ornaments that we'll be seeing. Let's see how true this will be. We can mark it down. So Cloud Strike, we'll get one. War Beast, Akaris, Corsair, Necrotic Grips, Queen's Guard, Chap, Sleeper, Limit, this and more. So probably more, obviously. Okay, I'm just doing this live because why not? It's more fun that way. We will get seasonal armor set in Queen's Guard. It's gonna be Queen's Guard theme. I think House of Wolves in the Reef. Eververse set in FL themed. I'm not sure exactly what that would mean, but okay. I'm a little dumb. Play those weapons. Rapid Fire Scout, Solar, Zero Sidearm, and then an Arc Slug Shotgun. We actually, 2 of those are true because we got the Zero Sidearm. If this is what it's talking about, it's just the auto rifle would be Crucible, right? Ritual weapons is an arc aggressive frame rocket launcher with explosive light, and that kind of adds up to what has been announced for the new ritual weapon. Now it moves on to PvP. 3 peaking will be fixed in season 15. That's true. Stasis and light balancing over the next few seasons has been happening. Season 15 universal stasis change has happened. Season 15 light buffs. In a sense, there's going to be buffs this season. Yes. Doubled their security and ban teams. I have no idea how true that really is. Anti-cheat, yes, can be added. Looks to change how glory works. Yeah, they're doing that. Trials overhaul loot and matchmaking. Describes as more complicated version of the crypt loot system. So it means have tokens, I assume. Solar player stuff. I actually heard about this. I don't know if it was exactly on this, but solo queuing trials is something I think they were looking into. Trials rewards rework. It will be based on how many games played on a card. You gain an amount of tokens back when it's reset. With those tokens, you can buy engrams as well as loot with random rolls. Sounds quite interesting. I'm assuming you can't get it. Obviously, you can't get a depth version. You're just gonna be limited to go flawless to get those. 2 trials weapons ideas. Okay, so these are just ideas that they had, I assume. Stasis, linear fusion rifle, and fusion. Okay. Now we have 2 Iron Banner. New Iron Banner armor is in development. Hunter set based on a yak. I know the armor has been announced, but was it yak? It was yakish then, right? I wish they'd go more fantasy with their armor sets nowadays because they can do whatever they want. All right. This up. So Iron Banner overhaul. It says it was set to be season 15. I'm not sure if I heard too much about the. I don't know. Let's see which is when that armor would come out. Iron Banner mods will be has been approved. Be overhauled. So spitballed idea was an overshield for capping all 3 zones. 2 new Iron Banner weapons would be Stasis Sidearm, Solar Adaptive Pulse. And that's the end of that. Gonna be a longer video. So before Witch Queen, we have a new dungeon this year. I was hoping it would come out season 15. I mean, I always felt like they're gonna do one, but this leak states season 16. So if this is true, it looks like season 15 is going to be a little dry. It's going to be a Thorn themed armor set, D1 weapons, Matador, etc. It says Bungie 30th anniversary pack will be released on December 21st with new PvP modes that involves only weapons called hardware. Quite interesting. I wouldn't mind a mode like that. I'd assume hopefully just supers. I wouldn't have a problem with grenades. Prison of Elders is no longer planned. Only content looks to be a new dungeon, 2 secret missions, and the PvP content. So it seemed to be very dry that season 2. Prison of Elders, buyable pack between season 15 and 16. Bungie wants it to Halo Anniversary CE Magnum in this pack. Dungeon, unique, exotic, unvaulting D1 content, mini exotic quests, weapon armor celebrating the Bungie anniversary. So Halo and Marathon ties-ins. I personally do not care too much about Halo. I mean, I played a lot of Halo, but I personally do not care too much about Halo stuff being in Destiny. I'd rather it really not be, but we'll see. Won't hurt anyone, but I just feel like it has the weapons here. So like the sniper from Halo would be an exotic heavy, the gravity hammer would be an exotic heavy, battle rifle would be legendary, the magnum would be legendary, claymore is not sure, but just put not sure on these because I don't know what rarity it would be. I guess I'd assume that'd be exotic. Shotgun, not sure. Halo weapons will have a new recoil frame cruising fire accuracy. So, wow, that's interesting. Possible some weapons gears from Oni as well. Private Bubble Inn. The Plains of the Nine, acting as a scavenger hunt for strange coins. When you accumulated 23, you can go there and buy a Gallhorn. I don't know. that sounds so weird. I don't know if that definitely doesn't really sound legit. They just Gallhorn back. I feel like with the amount of exotics that are just really good now in D2, especially how good Anarchy was against bosses combined with Double Slugs, I feel like it really outmatched Gallhorn. Like way better than what Gallhorn was. So let's hope if they do add Gallhorn back, it isn't undertuned. It will ship with full cosmetic spread, emblem shaders, ghost sparrows, and ships. I'm assuming it's talking about the anniversary pack. And we'll have confirmation on Halo stuff in the 30th pack pretty soon as Season 15 development is beginning to kick off. Season Pass armor is Oni themed. Halo themed armor for each class. Hunter would get ODST. Titan would have a Reach Spartan. And Warlock would be Arbiter. 2 secret missions, both Halo themed. Okay. I'm assuming if they do add that, that's how you would probably get the 2 exotics it did mark down, the sniper and the gravity hammer. Apparently gonna be a 30% off. It's gonna be a 30% off sale on around the time it drops, the anniversary. Slight chance of one of the secret missions featuring a 3-player vehicle. And as it states, Bungie were toying around with this concept in an R&D earlier in the year, but ran into netcode issues. They really need to fix their netcoding. They run into a lot of problems because of that. That is I feel like a big priority, especially if Destiny is going to continue being a ongoing game. I feel like this should be a priority for them to fix, because it seems like it's limiting them a whole bunch, and I feel like they would understand this should be a priority to fix. But if we're going to continue with Destiny for 5 to 10 years with bad netcode, that's what they're going to do. This anti-cheat, not next season, but definitely this year. entity is wanted by Q2 2021. So this is kind of wrong, but it also did state that anti-cheat Battle Eye has gotten that right. April, earliest June late. So I don't know if this was just, it was probably delayed and now they just announced it. But I mean, credible source, he did get Battle Eye right. Battle Eye is not very good though, so I mean, it's better than no anti-cheat, but an anti-cheat that blocks about 20% of the population isn't that great either. So now we're moving on to Witch Queen stuff. So this is like big spoilers. So it says it released February 22nd, 2022. That sounds about right to when I would think it'd be around. I was thinking more like March, but yeah. The early concepts for Witch Queen armor, like think trench coats and other Western styles. I do like that. I do like that style. The theme would be a Southern Gothic and detective vibe. So Twin Peaks vibe, internal tagline of Survive the Truth. So it did actually get that right. Okay. So Savathun will be rezzed by a ghost, fulfilling that whole devotion, bravery, sacrifice thing. Bungie didn't want her to steal the light so as to keep the Traveler and Blackfleet morally gray. I mean, that does make sense. If this is all true, it does make sense. Will be revived in the Witch Queen. Okay. New hive called Lucent Lieutenants. They get light attacks and are not friendlies. Wouldn't think they would be friendly because they're hive. It says Lucent Lieutenants have full subclass. Knights get Sentinel. So it will have suppressor nades and barricades. That sounds fucking annoying, but that will be quite interesting gameplay wise. I can't lie. Let's see how credible that is. Let's see. Hive having ghosts will factor into gameplay. That doesn't mean you have to shoot their ghost. I wonder. Is that the crisp spot? In addition to Lieutenant and Ghost mechanics, it will have a Siva Splicer X. What the fuck did I just say? Siva Splicer-esque quirks thinks the headshot thingy. Oh yeah, okay. So for the Witch Queen campaign, it says it will have 8 missions. It will be 8 missions long. 5 of them will be presage, quality, or higher. That's a high bar to set. 5 of them. If 5 of them are that good, 8 missions seem like a lot of missions. Okay. First mission overview. It says you go to Mars. It's stuck in a past, grassy, present, future, taken rift. What the fuck? It's set in every fucking timeline. Come up to the peak of a hill where you see the Dreadnought for the first time. With Kaido's Cabal fleet fighting the Hive and the Skybox. Very Phobos mission-y. Yeah. Trying to get that Taken King vibe again. I see what they're going for. Working with Icor Ray, you launch yourself with a man cannon onto the ship. This is where you fight a Hive Guardian for the first time. That would be a great introduction. Then you find the portal to Savathun's throne world on board. You go through the portal, find Savathun, who sends you straight back to Mars. Okay, so you say hi, and she says fuck off. So let's see. Savathun tricks us into giving her memories back. To her using deep sight. Not sure what that is. As when she was revived by her ghost, she lost them all. Yeah. I wonder if we can give the crow his memories back. Then she tries to trick the traveler into her throne world, attempting to cut off the outside universe from its light using a big bowl. Said bowl is also where the strike will be. Okay. All right. I don't know. After defeating Savathun in the campaign, she tells you the witness is coming. So it says Savathun will die in the campaign. To be honest, that seems really anticlimactic. I hope she doesn't. But we'll see. Obviously, the bigger enemy here is the darkness, but I feel like with all that buildup, she went down a little too easily. Let's hope it's just a really good fight that just seems like it's an eternal struggle to beat her. We'll see. The traveler then takes her body and her ghost escapes. All right. The witness reveals itself. I have seen enough and I am coming. Don't know who this witness is, but sounds like an enemy that will fucking destroy us. At the end of the campaign, the pyramid ship will activate, starting the road to the raid. Okay. So the witness sounds like it's going to be the final raid boss. I also read somewhere else that they're stating that this is going to be the most ambitious raid they've ever made. I feel like they state that every time, though. So don't get your hopes up for being this being the most ambitious raid. All right. So moving on. It says that they are removing these. Weapons are hitting their memory limit right now, solely due to Masterworks generating orbs. Right. So they are removing this aspect of masterworking from Witch Queen. What exactly does that mean? Does it mean they're getting rid of masterwork weapons generating orbs? I don't know. I mean, it does state that they're going to be making mods that fulfill the same purpose. This means that unmasterwork weapons will be able to generate orbs too. I mean, that to me, it sounds like they're getting rid of weapons generating orbs, but replacing it with a mod that, to this point, they're going to be having too much armor mods by the end of this. Oh, it says 34 new weapons and Witch Queen compared to the 14 in Beyond Light. Nessus and European Dead Zone are going to be vaulted. Bad, but I'm pretty sure everyone knew that was eventually going to come more vaults. This is Revamp D1, corrupted by the Taken and Hive. D1 Mars, I meant. D1 Mars, that better not be the destination. I do know. I can't imagine going back to like fucking. But to my eyes, it's looking like they're gonna be remastering every D1 location at this point. It also states that Savathun's Dreadnought is integrated into the Mars bubble. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Savathun's Throne's world is 2 times the size of Oryx's Dreadnought, and it will have 3 lost sectors. All right. I mean, that's pretty big. Witch Queen will have the same level of secrets as Taken King Dreadnought. That's cool. So there'll be new ultimate ornaments. And it states, think a more snazzier exotic ornament. I don't know what that would be, but I would assume more on the line of animated stuff. Then Forsaken's going to be free to play, but also be vaulted once Lightfall hits. It says Sparrow 2.0 is planned. I wonder if that means SRLR will be back, because they're going to be revamping Sparrows for that. I hope that's exactly what it means. A new Tincture X mechanic called Deep Sight, learned during the campaign, used to root out Savathun's memories within her throne world, as well as trying. I read that as trying, but it's tying, as well as tying into weapon crafting. Okay, weapon crafting. That's not going to be just doing bounties, is it? New weapon type Glaives will be the second third-person melee weapon type. Have class-based mechanics and only available through weapon crafting. All right. We'll have to see if this weapon crafting is just bounties, like the lectern or something. But we'll keep my hopes up this is true. But honestly, a lot of this stuff sounds too good to be true. So, because it's easier to exaggerate something with words than it is to actually be playing it, right? I mean, they can make this shit sound so fucking epic, and then you play it, you're like, what the hell is nothing like what I read? And that's pretty much what it is here. This could all be true, but this could be all way more lame than what you're really reading. So you really just can't judge it until you really see what this is all about. It states there's a 9-player PvE activity that would be called the Foothold. Has now been downgraded to 6 because of, guess what? Netcode issues. Some of the issues we'll be fixing. It says all future raids and dungeons will have depth gear. I feel like that was pretty obvious. They would eventually do all raids. Now it says the Witch Queen raid spoiler 17 is not the final boss. You're a Wrath, Quiria. Witch Queen raid takes place on a broken down pyramid in Savathun's Throne Road. That sounds like a pretty cool setting. Hive and Taken are the main enemies, as I would have guessed. Final boss will be darkness based, likely the Envoy of the Witness. Okay, so yeah. Still being pushed as the most ambitious raid yet. See, it states here too. I feel like they say this all the time. So, as much as I want to believe this will be a crazy good raid that's even more ambitious than Last Wish or something, but I believe Fifth Element opposite system to Vapor will have a dot type. Be a dot type like Thorn. Savathun's Hive has a whitish gray color palette, dark blue accent for blue eyes apparently. Strike modifiers could potentially return in Witch Queen. Okay. Plan in discussion to expand Savathun's Dreadnought over the course of the next year and have it the size of Oryx's Dreadnought by the end of the year. What? Didn't it just state it was gonna be 2 times bigger, and now it's like gonna be on the size? That doesn't make sense. I don't know. D1 Tower makes a return at some point in year 5. Sparrow 2.0, subclass 3.0. We knew that was eventually 1 element per season. It says it's starting season 16. Supposedly it'll be with Void by the end of season 18. We'll have all the subclasses redone. So we'll see how true that is. And then we have Beyond Year 5, or just unknown in general, that when these will ever come. Public LFG in the Tower. Okay. Eververse Gifting. PC Optimization. What the fuck? Why is it in other? I like how through all this it does not state fixing anything wrong with the game. New Gamut stuff. D1 raid reprise. Yeah, okay. Plan to stand by to make trials reward systems comparable with the Deep Zone Crypt. Champion overhaul. Things currently being discussed now. Eliminating power levels. Potentially happen by Witch Queen. Eliminating power levels. Power play in season 14. Power levels will increase by 10 points. See, that was true. It's only a temporary fix until the world without power. And I wonder if that is towards Lightfall, where they're just hinting no more power levels. We're just doing like defense and attack, just basic stats to go with artifact leveling. I have no idea, but we'll see. Studio is now openly discussing setting up ritual teams for Strike, Crucible, and Gambit to keep it updated throughout each year, separate from the 2 rotating seasonal teams. I hope that's true because it sounds really good. Way too good to be true. We need constant updates to Strikes, Crucible, and Gambits besides a seasonal, like every 3 months type thing. So I hope. I can imagine like a Crucible match every, or a Crucible map or Strike map, Gambit, something every this month. Iron Banner rework. New armor sets. There'll be 2 new brand Iron Banner weapons. Kinetic Shotgun and LMG. We already got those. Each season we'll get 2 or more reissued weapons. The 2 oldest will get removed. Aim is integrated interest in Iron Banner playlist by overhaul loot structure. The map rules that's vendor will be overhauled. Try not to repeat myself because some of this has actually been already happened. Rank up by playing matches. Earn 10% rank for each Iron Banner armor piece worn, up to 50%. You can also use the emblem, and that will count as 10% too to replace the armor piece. Alright, so that would go towards. I wonder if that would happen once they change the Iron Banner rep system. At rank 6, you can reset and get better loot. 4 weekly bounties will remain. You have 2 daily and repeatable to rank up progress. Iron Banner matches will give engrams or pure and iron engram. There will be no blues or world drops in them. That's great. Superior engrams give exclusive Iron Banner perks, armor with high stats, and 2 categories with 16 plus stats. Alright, that's cool. We'll see that in like 5 years. If that ever does happen. New armor sets will be Iron Banner mod sockets. Iron Banner grant anything is per weapon or damage bonus. The match rule sets will be turned. I'm attuned, so things like hunt grants, team weapon bound, energy. New title, Iron Lord, will be guildable. It's meant to be as hard as Flawless and Conqueror. Wow. Ever verse Iron Banner stuff. Okay. More fucking money. Weapons matter title requires all weapons, kills triumphs, and is guildable. Not sure whether triumphs are reactive or 3-year post Lightfall, new DLC with the codename Sunspot. That is about it for all the leak stuff. I would not take any of this seriously. A lot of it to me is unbelievable. Like, I can't really believe a lot of it, but I mean, it's cool reading about it nonetheless, because these are potential like ideas that could possibly happen. Some of them sound cool. Some of them sounds like even if they did happen, Bungie would somehow find a way to make it annoying. But either way, look forward to the 24th. We'll see what gets announced on that date. I would keep this leak paper spreadsheet with you and just check over it, and let's see how legitimate this is. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see how it is. We'll jump right into the contacting Destiny 2 servers once it is time to start Season of the Loss. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed just hearing about leaks that may or may not be true. See you later.